Hello, welcome to another video. I've started a new project. I've already started it, and I will admit I have taken a lot of men out of the scrag guard. I am converting every single one of them to be a different model. I'll read out what my new regiment will consist of. So the regimental HQ with Blade of Conquest, plasma gun, melter gun, 5 camo cloaks, carpus armour for the commander, and a crack grenade. Second HQ will be a primary psyker level 2. Infantry will be 4 veteran squads, all with forward sentries, 2 las cannons, 6 plasma guns, 3 flamers, 3 melter guns, and an Aegis defence line. Fast attack will be 6 sentinels, 2 squads, all with camo netting. 3 of them will have las cannons. I've already taken them 3 out of the scrag guard, and the other 3 will be auto cannons. And the second fast attack will be a vendetta. In the elites I will have 6 stormtroopers or tempest scions. In the heavy support I will have 2 manticores. And then I'm going to have an allied detachment of Eldar. We're going to have a Farseer, 2 bog standard jet bike squads, and a fire prism. Now this force I am setting up for tournament standards, but the reason why I'm going for this new force is something I've always wanted to do. Now I have finished the command squad. They're all finished, painted and converted. I'm just working on a lot of conversions for the rest of them, and then I've got to paint them all, and I've got to buy in pretty much all of the tanks. I am going to be converting my old Vendetta into the new one. I'll explain that in a minute. But here is the command squad. The actual new name for the new regiment is the Imperial Order 66. Yeah, you can pretty much guess what that means. So, Vader with his command squad. 4 stormtroopers. Try and get a bit of better video quality for you. I've pretty much wanted to do this for a very long time. I have cut my hands up. I have literally bled doing this, because the heads of the Space Marine heads, they usually have that large bulge underneath, and I had to get a Stanley knife and cut that off. Since they're so small, and well, okay, there is easier ways to take that bit off, but me being me, I had to go the hard way and, well, take forever cutting with my fingers. So yes, that's the command squad. Darth Vader as my commander, with the Blade of Conquest and with camo cloak and crack grenade and carpus armour. Tried converting as best as I can, but yeah. Right, so that is the command squad. Now the Primaris Psyker, this could bring up a few comments and questions, but I fight with the Emperor. Yeah, most people with 40k would have a bit of a debate on that one, but I don't care. It's fun. To get all these Space Marine squads, Space Marine players saying you can't fight with the Emperor, he's immobile on the Golden Throne. Yeah, we fight with the Emperor. And 4 veteran squads, they will be regular stormtroopers. Their sergeants will have orange painted on their right shoulder pads to show rank. The las cannons in there, I'm not sure if you remember them from the film, but they're called the FT.PD1, I think it is. But that's the giant satellite cannon in Empire Strikes Back. So that will be the lascan team. I have actually finished one of them, it just needs painting. It's the best conversion that I could have actually done for the las cannon, trying to get the whole gist of that satellite cannon to go in with the squad. I've literally just done that with the sponson heavy bolter from a Lemon Russ, cut off the turret, glued on some power packs, and used all my little tiny bits that I found in my Space Marine packs and any little bits that I could find just to make the satellite. So yes, let's continue. Right, and then they're going to have obviously forward sentries for camo cloaks and that. You're just guaranteed a save then for tournament standards. If you go for Carpris armour, they can lose their armour completely, but no matter where you are on the field with forward sentries, you're going to get a save unless they strip cover saves, but not many weapons do that. Right, the Sentinels, obviously we've got my 3 old Sentinels, which I will be painting grey, so it's pretty obvious what they're going to be, the War Walkers. Right, and then the Vendetta. Now I've got that up on the side at the moment. That's going to be a pig to convert. I'll show you practically how I'm going to do it. My whole idea on the conversions for this new army is to make it so you can still tell what they're supposed to be in the 40k world, but they look more or less like what they're supposed to look like. So this, I'm thinking of a Vendetta Y-wing. I'm going to take these wings off, both of them, and I'm going to take all of this tail off, so that won't be there. I'm going to stick these wings just there, so they go down at an angle, and I'm going to get a third wing and stick it on the top there. So it'll be the Vendetta Y-wing fighter. The actual Y-wing fighter on Star Wars actually carried troops, so it makes perfect sense. Right, and then we've got the Tempestus or Stormtroopers, which I can't really call them Stormtroopers in this because of the well, Stormtroopers being everywhere. But yes, I've taken off their backpacks and they pretty much look like the old Scout Stormtroopers, so I just need to paint them white, leave all the black, and they should look fine. The Manticores. Now this one is actually going to be quite an easy conversion. I'm thinking of the Hellfire droid from the Clone Wars, and this is why I've decided to go for the name Imperial Order 66, because that is the only time where droids and stormtroopers both worked side by side. The droids were in decommission at the time when stormtroopers came in, but they were still used for a little while. So the closest thing to the Manticore is the Hellfire droid, and pretty much all I have to do is stick two huge circular wheels on it and lift the Hydra off the deck to about there, so it would be just the circular wheels, because you've got the rockets that fire from the Hell droids. If you watch the film Clone Wars, you'll see what I mean, and if you play the game on tablets and all that, then you'll know what I mean. But yeah, that's the first tank. Now the Elder Farseer, because the Farseer that I've chosen holds a spear behind her and then has one hand stretched out like she's trying to use the Force, I've taken off her spear and put two radio antennas like I have with Darth Vader for the twin, there you go, radio antenna, and I've done that for the Farseer, so it'll be Darth Maul. Now the jet bikes, when I get them, I'm planning on taking the tails off of the jet bikes, attaching a couple of turrets from autocannons onto the front where the shuriken cannons would be, but still class them as shuriken cannons, and then attach the tails to the front of that, so there'll be the stormtrooper speeder bikes. Lovely little conversion. I just need to add the body and top half of Cadians and stormtrooper, just like them. And then the fire prism, that will be the droid hover tank. That would be in the very first movie, and I believe they had a couple in Clone Wars. I'm not too sure. No, they didn't have any in Clone Wars. But yeah, that's the closest vehicle that actually looks like it. All I've got to do is connect up that front bit where the two forks go out like that. I've just got to fill that gap in, and I've pretty much got the droid hover tank. So the Imperial Order 66 is on its way. I'll keep up with my conversions, and I'll post a video every time I finish a squad or a tank or whatever I've done. I'll try and get them all done in time for a tournament. Alright, hope you all enjoy. Take it easy. Good gaming.